confession to make. I am not a woman of means. I have multiple sclerosis. I don't have good balance. I need a walker to walk. If it's long distances, I need a wheelchair. I live off of disability. Every dollar that I have is valuable. I recently started a work-at-home job just to make a couple of extra dollars because times are hard. The economy is hard. Everything's hard. Every extra dollar helps. And every less extra expenditure helps. And the way things are going right now, cable is becoming an extra expenditure. Something that before, when the writing was on point, the production value was on point, the acting was on point, cable was an expenditure you put in your budget. You made sure you had your X amount of dollars every month so that that television was on. Because when your shows come on, you want to make sure you can watch them. And there has been a well-known network that has been in the news a lot in these past 5 months. Wonderful ABC. I remember a time when ABC was the upper echelon of network television. They had wonderful shows that were well written, that were captivating, that every week you had to make sure you were in front of your television. This was before DVR and TiVo and all of that. You had to make sure you were in front of your television to see what was going to happen this week on this show. And when I say shows, I don't necessarily mean only soap operas. No. Because soap operas have not been the only ones that have been decimated in this whole process that has taken place these last 5 months. Primetime television, Brothers and Sisters. Personally, I will admit, I was not a fan of Brothers and Sisters. I did not regularly watch it, but I knew many who did. I did catch it on occasion. Very well written show. Very well written. They've canceled it. Desperate Housewives. I remember the hoopla when Desperate Housewives started. The 4 or 5 months before the show even premiered, where they had the commercials, where they had the apple for the Desperate Housewives, and everyone was trying to figure out, what is this show about? What is going to happen? What is going to take place? And it was a hit. Automatic hit. It was well written. The actors and the actresses were great. They've canceled Desperate Housewives now too. Sci-fi fans, V. I love V. I will not lie. Every Tuesday, my boyfriend and myself were in front of the television ready to watch our V. At the very last episode of the 2nd season, it was crazy. absolutely crazy. I could not believe what I had just seen. I turned to my boyfriend and I said, babe, season 3 is gonna be off the hook. V is now canceled. Everything that had any sort of substance, anything that had people who dedicated their lives to an art form, to the art form of being in television, to the art form of producing, to the art form of directing, to the art form of acting. All of those people who dedicated years of their lives studying and making sure that they were the best of their field has now all been washed away for the checkout girl in the grocery line. Oh, you look good. How would you like to be on television? We're going to make a reality TV show about grocer cashiers and their daily lives and what they have to go through at the checkout line. And this is what we are supposed to be expected to pay for every month? When my cable bill comes, I'm supposed to look at it and go, $150 something? Well, yeah, they did do that show about the girl at the checkout line, and that was really, really good. So I don't feel bad about this $150. All right, let's get something straight. That $150 will become non-existent because just like myself being in a state of, I am trying to stretch every dollar that I have to make sure that I have, I have a roof over my head and I have food in my stomach and I can provide for myself. That money that I spend for cable has become an extra expenditure because you're not giving me quality. You're not giving me substance. You're not giving me what I have paid for. I did not pay to watch people get followed around with a camera all day. No real script. Just do whatever you want and everyone will love it. And there are those few people that do love it, but not enough to cancel real television. And that's what is happening. Real television is being canceled now. A way of life that we know, that we have known for decades, is being canceled. And we're just expected to sit back and say, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I understand you guys have billions and billions of dollars, but, if this one extra billion to pay these people is really putting a hurting in your pocket, I guess I understand why you need to cancel it. That's a lie. I don't understand. I don't understand nothing. All right? I don't understand why you would need to do what you have done, to take the steps that you have taken, and think that that is going to boost your company. You're not going to get any boost. The only boost that you're going to get is a kick in the behind right over the mountain where you guys will crash and burn. And us soap fans, do you know what we're going to do? To quote Rihanna and Eminem, we're going to stand there and watch you burn.
In the opening of this documentary, Disney, from Prince Charming to The Wicked Witch, the independent filmmaker Royce Matthew did an analysis, and I pretty much went with his analysis of why the culture of Disney has changed from Prince Charming to the Wicked Witch. Well, Royce Matthew has had some dealings with the Disney company. He had a creative property called Supernatural Pirates, and his charge is that the Disney company subsequently took his idea and came up with Pirates of the Caribbean. I speak to him in a phone interview, and he speaks about what is going on with the company of Disney.
And the way things are going right now, cable is becoming an extra expenditure. Something that before, when the writing was on balance, I need a walker to walk. If it's long distances, I need a wheelchair. I live off of disability. Every dollar that I have is valuable. I recently started a work-at-home job just to make a couple of extra dollars because times are hard. You know, the economy is hard. Everything's hard. Every extra dollar helps. And every less extra expenditure helps. The production value was on point. The acting was on point. Cable was an expenditure you put in your budget. You made sure you had your X amount of dollars every month so that I have a confession to make. I am not a woman of means. I have multiple sclerosis. I don't have good